Good morning all. I welcome you all to HashLearn Studios. Myself is Girish Kenneth. Today we'll be discussing a topic, algebra, and subtopic is equations, and we focus on IBPS Clerk Prelims 2018 examination. So in this class we are going to discuss the various problems on equations. So what are equations? Equations are nothing but they can be linear, it can be a quadratic, it can be a cubic, so whatever it can be. So we shall concentrate on how to solve these kind of equations. Let us take an example and understand how your approach should be when it comes to the problems on equations. So here are the questions from 1 to 9, and you need to solve those equations, and you need to discuss whether x is less than y, less than or equal to y, or you cannot determine the relation between x and y, x is greater than y or equal to y, and x is greater than y. Here is an example. 8x square plus 18x plus 9 is equal to 0, and 4y square plus 19y plus 21 is equal to 0. So you have two equations, and you need to solve these two equations, and you need to identify the relation between x and y. So very simple. How to solve the first equation? You need to factorize these two. So what are the factors for 8? And factors for 9? 3 into 3. You should select the numbers in such a way that when you multiply you should get 8 into 9x square, when you add or subtract you should get 18. So how will you do that? So 18 is 9 plus 6, no, 9 twos are 4 into 9, no, this is 3 into 3 into 2 into 2 into 2. So these are the factors. You should make the pair in such a way that so that you should get 18, 6, 12. The factors are 3 into 2 is 6 and 4 into 3 is 12. So you can write it as 8x square plus 12x plus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0. So take the terms, common terms, 4x is common, four 3s are 12, here also you will have 2x plus 3 outside, and 3 is common here. So your first value will be x is equal to minus 3 by 4, and the second value of x will be minus 3 by 2. Solve the second equation similarly. So you should do the factors. Factors for 4 is 2 and 2, 2, and 21 is 7 into 3. You should get 19. 7 into 2 is 14 plus 3 2s are 6, no. 21, no. 12 plus 7, 19. So 4y square, you can write it as 12y plus 7y. You can take 4y outside, you will be left with again y plus 3. You can cross verify always, 4y square plus 4 3s are 12y. So y plus 3 and plus 7 is equal to 0. You will have y is equal to minus 3, y is equal to minus 7 by 4. Okay, now you have to observe these values and you need to decide. So what is 3 divided by 4? It is minus 0.75. This is minus 1.5. What about that? Y is minus 7 by 4. 7 by 4 is 4 ones are 4. 0.47s are 28. Y is equal to minus 1.7. So now you can easily see there minus 0.5, minus 0.75 and y is equal to minus 3. Y is equal to minus, x is equal to minus 1.5 and y is equal to minus 1.7. So what you can decide here is 0.75 is bigger and minus 3 is smaller. So you know that x is bigger than y. The value of x is greater than y. Is there any value which are equal to? No. So among the 4 options, which option you need to mark here? X is greater than y, option E. So for the given set of equations, the values of x are greater than y. So then you have to mark option E. There will be some cases where the value of x and y will be same. In that case, you need to mark equal to. Okay, let me take you through the next example. Here is an example. 3x square plus 16x plus 21. Solve it. The factors for 21 is 7 into 3. 3 is only 3. You should get 16. How will you get 16? So you can multiply 9 into 7. Okay. So 9 plus 7 is 16. Take 3 outside, x outside, x plus 3, x plus 3, that will give you 7. So the value of x is minus 7 by 3 and the value of x is minus 3. Similarly, so what is 7 by 3? You can divide. 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. It will be minus 2.3. Next equation is 6y square plus 17y plus 12 is equal to 0. What are the factors for 12? 2, 6, 2, 3. So 2 into 2 into 3. Factors for 6 is 3 into 2. factors for 6. So you should make sure when you multiply you should get the total, when you add or subtract you should get 17y. So what are the numbers? 9 plus 8, 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 8, 9 into 8, 9 plus 8 is 17. So you can write this as 6y square plus 9y plus 8y plus 12 is equal to 0. Take the common out, 3y is common, 3 2s are 6y plus 3 3s are 9, 2y plus 3, 4. So your y value will be minus 4 by 3 and y will be minus 3 by 2. This will give you minus 1.5. And what is 4 by 3? 3 ones are 3. So minus 1.3. So what you can observe in this, if you draw them on the number line, see you know that minus 2.3 will be, this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, this is 2 and this is 3, means minus 2.3 will be somewhere here and minus 3 will be here. Okay. Similarly 1.5 will be somewhere here, minus 1.5, and 1.3 will be somewhere here. So with this you can observe clearly that who is smaller, you know that minus 2.3 minus 3, x is, the value of x is smaller than the value of y, because when you have the negative values, what happens, larger the negative number will be smaller. So x is less than y, and you are observing there is no option where x is equal to y. The value of x is smaller than the value of y. So accordingly x is less than y is option A. Okay. Fine. You have next example here, 16x square plus 20x plus 6 is equal to 0. So let me solve the first equation. So factors for 16 is 2, 2, 2. Factors for 6, 3 and 2. So you will have 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 2. So 16x square plus, see here you should get 20 as the sum. So how will you get that? 4 into 3 is 12, 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. So 12 plus 8 is 8x plus 12x, 12 plus 8 is 20x. Solve for that. 8x is common, 2x, you can always cross check 16x square, 8x. So you can take 6 common here, 12x plus 6. So you will have two values, one value of x is minus 1 by 2 and the second value of x is minus 6 by 8, which is equal to minus 3 by 4. This is minus 0.5, minus 0.75. The value of x and y is, sorry, the value of x is, you will have two values of x, one is minus 0.5 and the other one is minus 0.75. Similarly, you can solve the second equation, 10y square plus 38y plus 24 equal to 0. So, what are the factors you will get for 10 and 24? For 10 and 24, the factors for 10 is 5 into 2 and 24 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2, 8 3s are 24. So, this is the factors for 24. So, you should make sure you should get totally 38. So, how will you make it as 38? You know that 5 into 2 is 10, into 3 is 30, plus 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. So, 10y square plus 30y plus 8y plus 24 is equal to 0. You can take 10y common, you will be left with y plus 3, y plus 3 here, then you can take 8 common here. So, y value is minus 8 by 10, that will give you y is equal to minus 4 by 5. So, 1 by this will be 1 by 5 is 0.2, 4 into 2 is 8 minus 0.8 and the other value of y will be minus 3. So, what are you observing here? You are observing, see, when you have negative values, the smaller number will be the bigger. So, you can always see here minus 0.75 is bigger than minus 0.8. So, you are getting the values x greater than y, x greater than y. The value of x is greater than value of y. Suppose if you are coming across some values where x and y are identical, then you can mark x greater than or equal to y. Is that okay? Fine. Here is an example. Is equal to 5, 8x square plus 6x minus 5 is equal to 0 you can take. So, what are the factors? 8 and 5. This can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5. So, you should get 6. (20 minus 4), no, you won't get 6. Eight fives are 40, multiplication 40, you should get 6. So, 4 4s are 16 minus 5, 6, you won't get. Then you will, if you try, 5 into 2 is 10, 8 no, 2 into 2 into, this is 8, 10 no, 10 into 2 20, 20 minus 4 no. So, 2 into 2 into 2, that is for 8 and this is for 5 2s are 10 minus 4, you are getting 6. Okay, so this can be written as 8x square. So 10x minus 4x will give you 6x minus 5 as it is. If you simplify here, what is common? 2x is common, 4x plus 5, 4x plus 5, that will give you minus 1. So x is 1 by 2, x is 0.5, x is minus 5 by 4, five by 4 is 1.25. Okay, can you simplify the second equation? 22y plus 8 is equal to 0. Factors for 12 is 12, 2 into 2 into 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 3 is 12, 8 is 2 into 2 into 2. These are the factors for 12 and 8. You should get 22. 8 3s are 24, minus 4, 20 will come across, no. 3 into 2 is 6, 16 plus 6 is 22. So you can take this as 12y square minus 16y minus 6y plus 8 is equal to 0. Minus 16 with minus 6 will give you minus 22. If you solve, 4y is common, so you will have minus 2 at the end. So y is equal to 2 by 4, or y is equal to 0.5, which is 1 by 2, and the other value of y will be minus 4 by 3 will become minus 4 will become plus. So 4 by 3, 1s are 3, 1.3. Here you can observe the value of y and x is same in one case. The value of x is 0.5 and the value of y is also 0.5. So there will be an equality sign, and you have one more value of y and x which you can compare. So y is greater than or equal to x. So 1.3 is greater than minus 1.25. So you have an option y is greater than, or you can write this option x is less than y or equal to y. Is that okay? So this is a problem where you have the values of x and y are same in particular case. Therefore you should consider equality sign. Okay. Here is a question from the previous session, contest question from the previous session. Uday invested 20,000 rupees with rate of interest 20 per annum. The interest was compounded half yearly. So this is the point which you need to know. For first 1 year, in the next year it was compounded yearly. Okay. What is the interest earned at the end of 2 years? So how will you split? It's a very simple problem. First half year, second half year. So this will give you first year. and this is for second year. Just I will show you how to do this problem quickly. You know that 2000, 20,000, what is 10%? You know that 10% will be 2000. 10% will be 2000. So the 20,000 is the rate. 20% per annum means for half year your rate will be 10%, you should consider. So for the first half year, what will be the interest? Your interest for the first half year is 10% of that is 2000 rupees. Then what will be your principal will become, what is the amount now? 2000, 20,000 plus 2000, 22,000. What is the interest in the second half year? That is also 10%. 10% means 2200, 2200. Then what will be the amount now? 2000, 22,000 plus 2200. That will give you 00242, 24,200. So what is the interest in the second year? Here you should be very careful. In the second year it is 20% which you need to calculate. So 10% is 2420 plus 2420. Your interest component will be 484. Therefore, what is the amount at the end of 2 year? It is 24200 plus 484004. Which option has 40? There is two option with 40, B and C. 8 plus 2 is 10, carry 1. So 29040. This is the amount. They are asking you only the interest. So 29040 minus your investment was 20,000. So answer is option B. 9040 is the interest you will earn at the end of 2 years. Okay, fine. Here is the contest question. 6p square plus 5p plus 1 equal to 0. 20q square plus 9q is equal to minus 1. So you need to mark the option which satisfies the condition. Okay. Here is the next example. The equation is given as 3p square plus 17p plus 10 equal to 0, 10q square plus 9q plus 2 equal to 0, and you need to identify which relation satisfies the two equations. Same as before, 3p square if you solve the factors for 3 is only 3, 10 can be written as 5 into 2. So you should have 17, so 5 into 3 is 15 plus 2. Fifteen plus 2 is 17, so you will have 3p outside. So P is equal to minus 2 by 3 and P is equal to minus 5. So 2 by 3 is 0.66. P is minus 5. Similarly, if you solve the second equation, 10q square plus 9q plus 2 is equal to 0. The factors for 10 is 5 into 2 and into 2. 5 and 4 you can take, so that you will get 9. So 10q square plus 5q plus 4q. So 5 plus 4 is 9. Solve it, you will have 5q, 2q plus 1, 2q plus 1. So 2 outside, you can always cross check. 5 2s are 10q square, 5 1s are 5, 2 into 2 4, 2 1s are 2 is equal to 0. So you will have two values. The value of q will be minus 2 by 5, that is 1 by 5 is 0.2, so it's 0.4. And the value of q is minus 1 by 2, so q is minus 0.5. So you can notice here minus 0.66 is here and minus 0.4 is there, and the value of this is q, minus 0.4 is bigger than minus 0.66. Therefore you can say your p value is less than q value. P value is less than q value and there is no option which are similar. Equal to sign is not considered. Option C. Okay, let us come to the problem of different kind. 15 by root p minus 9 by root p is equal to p to the power half, q to the power 10, 36 power 5 is equal to 0. So how will you solve this? The first relation you can cross multiply with root p. So 15 by root p, 9 by root p is equal to p power half. So you can write it as 15 minus 9 is 6 by root p. When you cross multiply, root p into root p is p. The value of p is 6 and q power 10 is equal to 36 power 5. You can write this way, q power 10, 36 is 6 into 6. I can write it as 6 square, 6 power 10. You know that the value of q will be equal to plus or minus 6. Remember, this is very important note. The value of q will be plus or minus 6. So you will have the value of q to be minus 6 also and the value of q to be plus 6 also. So is it plus 6 is bigger than minus 6? Therefore p is greater than q, or p can be equal to q, because there is one case where the value of p and q are same. So here in this problem your option will be B, where P value is greater than Q value, considering minus 6 as Q value. Okay, fine. Let us go to the next example. Here you have 5p plus 2q is equal to 96. 5p plus 2q is equal to 96, and there is one more second equation. 3 times 7p plus 5q is equal to 489. So you can cancel with 3. 3 will go in this, 3 ones are 3, 3 6 are 18, carry 1 18, 3 6 are 18, 3 3s are 9. So you will have two equations, 5p plus 2q is equal to 96, 7p plus 5q is equal to 163. You can always multiply with 5, this with 2, because I want to cancel some common terms. So 5 has a 25p, 10q, so 96 into 5, that is 960 divided by 2, that will be 450, 480. When you multiply with 2, 7 2s are 14p, 5 2s are 10q, 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12, carry 1, 2 1s are 2, plus 1 3. If you change the sign, q value will get cancelled. 25p minus 14p is 11p, that will be equal to 10 minus 6 is 4, 7 minus 2 is 5, 1. So this will go in 11, 11 ones are 11, 4 is left, 11 fours are 44, p value is 14. If the value of p is 14, then what will be the value of q? Five p plus 2q is equal to 96. So 14, 5 into 14, 2q is equal to 96, or 2q is equal to 96 minus 70, 5, 14 5s are, so 26. So the value of q will be 13. So you can say that p is greater than q. Which option p is greater than q? 14 and 13 are the values of p and q, where p is greater than q. Okay, fine. Let us go to the next example. Here is an example, p square plus 24 is equal to 10p, 2q square plus 18 is equal to 12q. So here also you have the equations which you can convert into standard form. P square minus 10p plus 24 is equal to 0 is the first equation. 2q square minus 12q plus 18 is equal to 0 is the second equation. So what are the factors for 24? 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So you should get 10. So 2 2s are 4, 2 into 3 6. So p square minus 6p minus 4p, that will give you minus 10p, plus 24 is equal to 0. So p is common, p minus 6, p minus 6, then you will have minus 4 here. The value of p is 4, and also the value of P will be 6. Similarly, if you can get the value of Q here, the factors for 18 is 3, 9 into 2, and that is again 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So 6 and 6, so 2Q square minus 6Q will give you minus 12Q plus 18 is equal to 0. So 2Q is common, you can take minus 3, Q minus 3 minus 6. So the value of Q will be 6 divided by 2, that will be equal to 3. The value of Q is 3 and the other value of Q is 3. So you are observing here the value of Q is 3 and the value of P is 4 and 6. So what you can say, the value of P is greater than option A, the value of P is greater than Q. Here is another example where you have 3x square minus 16x plus 21, 3y square minus 28y plus 65. Solve these and get the relation between x and y. So the factors for 3 and 21 is 3, 21 is 7 into 3, you should get 16. So 3x square, there is a negative sign, the factors you can take is 9 and 7, 9x minus 7x minus 16x plus 21 is equal to 0, 3x is common. So similarly here x minus 3 when you take, minus 7 will be left out. The value of x is minus 7 by 3, first case it's plus 7 by 3, okay, the value of x is plus 7 by 3 and x is equal to 3. What is 7 by 3? When you divide, 3 2s are 6, 10, 3 3s are 9, it will be approximately 2.3, x is 3. Similarly, when you solve, 3y square minus 28y plus 65 is equal to 0. The factors for 3 and 65, 3, this is 13 into 5 is 65, 13 5s are 65. So this you can multiply 15 into 13, you will get 15 plus 13 as 28. So you can rewrite this as 3y square minus 15y minus 13y plus 65 is equal to 0. So 3y is common, so y minus 3, y minus 5, so 5 into 3 is 15, here also y minus 5 and you will have minus 13. So the value of y will be plus 13 by 3 and the value of y will be equal to 5. So here you can observe clearly y will be 3 4s are 4 point something. You can observe the values of x is less than value of y here. The value of x is less than the value of y for the set of given equations. Is it clear? So these were the few examples, and there are couple of examples to solve yourself. CPPs are given now. Please try them in the home. Thanks for joining us. See you.